because I don't have a script. I don't need to read anything. The New York Knicks fired coach Tom Thibodeau, even though he led them to their first back-to-back 50-win season in ages. They've been steadily better, although they made the playoffs, missed the playoffs, lost to Eastern semis twice, and then lost to Eastern Conference Finals. First back-to-back 50-win season since 1994. So your immediate reaction, Brew, to this development?
You're going to hate me, Wilds, but I'm just surprised it happened. Meow.
Oh, God.
I'm surprised at the timing. Meow.
And it was the best Knicks basketball I have been a part of in the city since I was here. I moved here like 2000.
It's not saying much.
No, but still, it was like the whole city was energized. There was a thing on New York One about.
Are you still drinking out of your Halliburton cup? My God.
That's an accident.
No, it's not an accident. This is going to stay here until the finals are over.
Okay, all right, sorry, go ahead.
Anyways,
yes.
I mean,
they get down 3-0 maybe. I'll go back to the regular.
I just thought it was a bad move. I think it's a bad move.
All right, here's my look. I said yesterday, I've been saying for the past few weeks, I would not have gotten rid of Tibbs. I understand it, though.
Wow.
I've been saying that in the offseason, I think one of the things they need to do is sit down with Tibbs, the front office and coaching staff and all that, and talk about we need to have a different type of offense. Jalen is great. Jalen can average 28 for us for the next 3 years maybe, but are we going to win that way? So the question was, one, would Tibbs even adjust and, want to run a more egalitarian offense where everybody's getting involved? Or is he able to adjust? This is how Tibbs is coached. He did this with Derrick Rose. This is pretty much how he's coached. And so I think that question is legitimate. And then I talked about the bench. Again, is Tibbs willing or able to go deeper? The things that people were complaining about and that I wanted them to change are things Tibbs done throughout his career. And here's why I would not have done it if I were Leon Rose running the Knicks. I was thinking I would give him one more year. Let's see if we can make these adjustments. But the reason I'm not going to kill it is because we have seen stuff like this happen before and work. Like Mark Jackson, and I'm not saying he was Thibodeau, but those Golden State teams were good. They were winning close to 50 games, if not 50 games, and it looked like there's a ceiling. And Steve Kerr comes in, the rest is history. Phil Jackson, Doug Collins was getting, I know there were other circumstances, but Doug Collins was getting Michael Jordan and crew to the Eastern Conference Finals, and it was a ceiling, it seemed. Phil Jackson comes in, the rest is history. And so heck, look at Cleveland, I get it, they got bounced in the second round. But J.B. Bickerstaff wasn't because he wasn't a good coach, he did a great job in Detroit, including in the playoffs. But they needed a new voice, and Cleveland did get better, and Detroit, Bickerstaff made them better. I think Tibbs will get a job, if not this year, we'll see what's open, but certainly in the near future. But I'm not going to kill them because this could work. Well, they do need, I think, to change the way they play.
I mean, all right, so it definitely could work. Sometimes these are the best shows, and sometimes they're the worst in that where you don't have hours to think about it. It's just like It's your instant reaction. Mm-hmm. So I'll just tell the audience my honest instant reaction. First one was when the regular season ended, they planned to fire Tom Thibodeau, and they were not going to let what was a surprising playoff run change their mind. It can't be because they underachieved in the playoffs. It's not what happened.
But they may feel that way.
No, so when
you lose to you know what I mean? It was a lower seed. I get it because I picked Indiana and I thought they were better.
But do we think that? But I guess my point is, if they're firing him now, then had they done what we all thought they were going to do, which is get clocked by Boston, and at the end of the year, it's like, oh, the Knicks finished 2-18 against the best teams in basketball, he was getting fired.